heard throughout this conference, it's challenging to be a B2B marketer, and it seems to be growing more challenging every single day. We have unprecedented rates of change and disruption in the marketplace. We have new innovations in technology, social media, mobile, digital, analytics, continuously pushing the boundaries of our responsibility and making our roles and our jobs that much harder. Beyond all that we have to deal with these many challenges, is that for many of us, we often feel that the work that we are doing, the contributions that we are making, are in fact undervalued and often unappreciated by our organization.
Trust has never been lower in authority. So no longer can we rest on the laurels of the authority of our position or any of our leaders in our organization's position. We have to earn that trust every single day with every one of our constituents. And remember, they value what they're hearing from their friends and in their network more. So let's be aware of that, and that's why it's so important to communicate to all of the stakeholders and make sure that they're feeling the confidence that that they can trust you, and that there's congruency between what they're hearing from you and what they're seeing and reading on Glassdoor and what they're hearing from their network about your company, about your organization, about your department, about your goals and initiatives. So there's no hiding anymore. And that's a beautiful place for people in corporate communications. You have all the power. So use it. No better way to really demonstrate what you stand for in your culture than sharing stories of people who are epitomizing the things that you hold dear in your culture. Now, I would go so far as to say not only sharing those stories, but recognizing and appreciating those people. I think oftentimes when we think about recognition or incentive solutions or some type of appreciation, we're thinking about that individual, and we should be. And we want to make sure that, John did this, and we're smart, so we know we connect it to the values and mission of the organization, or one of the values, precisely what John did and why it impacted the organization and how it's maybe different than some other people might have handled the situation. Let's not forget that that's a teaching opportunity. Because everybody who is hearing, or reading the story about John, or hearing that recognition presentation about we want to give John an award because he's done thus and so, is also learning oh, that's what operational excellence means, or that's what it means to go above and beyond for a customer.
Where is the disconnect coming from? Are senior leaders and CEOs not making their expectations clear to us in marketing? Are we not understanding them? Do we not have the time or resources or courage to, in fact, execute their goals? Either way, I think the opportunity exists there for a pretty simple solution, in that if we begin to have more conversations, clarity of conversation around goals and alignment, we have the opportunity pretty easily to turn this around.
So often, I think we all, and certainly leaders in organizations, think that, we understand what's going on, so everybody understands. Everybody connects all the dots all the time in the organization. We just have to put out a piece of communication once, everybody gets it, and they're on board, and we go on to the next topic. How often does that work out just like that? Yeah, no. It doesn't. As a matter of fact, I'm sure many of you have heard, we have to tell someone something 7 times usually for it to stick with them. So don't be bashful about repeating yourself. Make sure that those things that are especially important to your organization are in fact getting communicated on a regular basis.
Motivated employees are more productive. They come to work. They're not absent as often. Companies who have motivated employees, they grow faster, they're more profitable, they have higher earnings. It's just really amazing all of the good benefits that come from motivated employees.
become strategic. We will never have relevancy and importance within our organization if we can't clearly have alignment within our own department and with what our senior leaders and sales leaders need and want and expect from us. We have to be competitive by using the voice of the customer to formulate our strategy. We have to get serious about strategy and really put some effort behind it. Shift from just marketing tactics to really looking at how we can make a contribution to the company's overall strategy. Yes, drive customer loyalty, drive brand awareness, look for new markets of opportunity. But the other thing we need to do is stop reporting on data. There's a lot of it, but what we need to do is we need to think like a business leader, and we need to take that data, and instead of bringing the data to the meeting, we bring insights and actionable recommendations about what did that data tell us? What do we need to do? What do we need to begin doing tomorrow to help our organization move forward?
CEOs time and again say, here's what I want in my HR leader. I want a leader who will tell me the truth, the good, the bad, the ugly. I need that person that I can trust, that will keep my confidences, that I can go to and say, I'm thinking of doing this, what do you think? And you will say, that is the most harebrained idea I've ever seen. They need to hear that. They're so frightened and concerned that they are not getting all the data, and they rely on you. So you cannot be anything less than courageous by delivering that good and bad news to them, especially that bad news.
We have to earn that seat at the table, and we have to earn that by demonstrating ROI, modeling the behaviors, the leadership that we expect, how we expect to be treated. We have to be resourceful, as I mentioned, that we take hold of what we feel we need to do, make that business case for those resources and tools. Because growth-driven marketers understand very clearly what their CEO wants and expects from them. And they continuously challenge their team to find new products, new markets, new revenue streams, new product opportunities, and elevate the conversation always to be that is the focus of our conversation within our department. And I invite you to take that first journey of moving to a strategic role. I encourage you to embrace the change that you may likely need to make to fully embrace this. And I assure you that you're not alone. You have 700 fellow travelers, on this journey right here. And I can speak very confidently for everyone, all the staff in BMA and the boards of BMA and ANA, that we are dedicated and committed to helping you with resources and tools to help you on the journey. So please seize the opportunity that's before us to move from feeling like we're an extension of sales to being seen as real, valuable, strategic assets within our organization. I know you can do it.